Hello.
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 Hello, chicken nugget.
Hello.
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 Oh, be sure to like, subscribe, and slap it in the leg.
Nothing cranks or honks. Creed gets frozen. What the hell is going on here? Good to see everybody. Luckily, we were able to launch things right on time with Creed's freezing. Look at him just frozen up there. Just that's the way I want to remember him, by the way. That's the frozen in time Creed I have grown to love. Good to see everybody. Nancy's here. Jewel. Laura is here. Two Creeds are here. It don't get no better than this, baby.
Great start, by the way.
I'd like to sense Linus. I didn't know you were frozen because I came out of the intro and I'm like, yeah.
Oh no, it happened the millisecond that intro was done. It happened. Anyways, great to see everybody. I was going to hit the train horn. Say hey.
Train horn.
Here we are. I don't have a little sound effect to start Hangouts, but it is what it is. Anyways, great to see everybody. I guess right at 2 p.m. is when my internet just takes that little I don't understand that, or StreamYard. I don't.
Could be anything. Could be anything.
I don't know. I don't get it. Anyways, so there were people on this plane that crashed. It burned to next to nothing. Were there passengers or just the flight crew?
It says 21 passengers. No major injuries reported among 21 passengers.
I don't know how that's possible unless they got out and then it got on fire. I don't know.
Did it park and then everybody got out and somebody left something burning and it just burned the whole thing down?
I mean,
it's ridiculously crazy.
I don't know. Nancy, great to see you. Everybody's here. Loud Elvis. I will go for Lisa. Flush is here. Carol is great new picture, Carol.
Carol's got her YouTube channel up. Carol, are you going to change the name of your channel? Because it's your name, basically. It's the channel. Are you like these guys? It's got to have your name in the title or it's not important.
All right, that makes sense, Jewel. Yeah. When I saw the video, I mean, it was just like the carcass.
Oh,
it was anything left, a lot of smoke.
I mean, it was burnt down to nothing.
So I'm wondering, like, did it take off and then come down, or did you just slide out of the runway?
I mean, it couldn't have been up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Very high. Because if it was, it didn't look like it was in a good parking spot or nothing.
That's crazy.
Very strange.
I guess you don't have any more live shots of the actual plane. It's just out here, I guess. But Carol needs help on how to change her name on the YouTube.
Look, here's the great thing, Carol. YouTube is so helpful when it comes to creators. Just send them a message and they'll walk you through it. No, they won't. You're on your own.
Jewel says never took off, rolled off the runway, hit a fence. Well,
and it looked like is that one of those like private planes? It was a very small plane.
No, it wasn't. It had a huge thing on the back. It didn't look that small, did it?
It didn't look like a full size like commercial airliner.
I don't know if it's near Houston. I would imagine because this is a Houston thing. Let me pull up old video of it real quick.
By the way, Creed, the question of the day in the Hangout: do you feel safe on an airplane? Very relevant right now. You do feel safe on airplanes. Okay.
I did. When we just flew a couple of weeks ago.
Have you ever encountered anything where it was like, a lot of turbulence or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. The only time that we ever had one really bad one that we had when we were going into Miami and had to do a lot of just sitting around in the pressure of the cabin. This is not live, by the way, just so you know. This is from earlier. I'd say by the looks of those giant, are they called turbines on the back, that it's not that small of a plane.
Well, for them to be back there and not on the wings.
Yeah, well, it's not a little puddle jumper, I'm saying.
No, I feel like it's about the size of the plane I flew out of Albert Ellis on before.
Okay, welcome into the 11 Breaking News Center. I'm John.
Hey, man.
Tuesday morning, we are looking at a live feed of a plane that has
he looks like a
gone down
dick
outside the Houston area.
What about the guy behind him that isn't pretty enough for TV?
Houston does not look like one of the two.
He's got a nice mustache, though.
He does got a great mustache.
Only one injury confirmed. 21 people, though, were on board. We're working.
Yeah, that's crazy.
More information, scanning all the wires as we speak here. We'll stay with this live scene here on the 11.
Yeah, there was one time we were flying into Miami. I think that was for one of our cruises, and we had to be taxiing for like an hour, and the cabin pressure was like unbearable. I'll never forget that. It's terrible.
Have you been on a plane with a celebrity and they introduce them to everybody before the plane takes off?
We don't know the status of those 20
I have.
people. It's like you can't confirm a negative.
Yeah, it's going to be a while until YouTube
cares.
Houston, Texas,
gives a crap. Yeah,
major crash. This is being described as a large.
It's going to be a while. I just know how it is.
It's going to take a hot minute, as they say, before they take the time to let you guys know what's going on. Don't forget, if you haven't liked this video yet, let's get that going. And if you haven't voted yet on the poll, I need to know, because I do not feel safe flying. I'm kind of a coward when it comes to flying. I'm not a fan of it. I'll do it if I have to, but I'm just not excited about it. Not as excited as Creed is about pool.
Watching billiards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was pool.
Come on now.
Why are all those balls that color? This is like trick shooting?
Here's my favorite thing is that, no, this is definitely pool, because it's like a bar room, put your quarters in.
What are those little red balls?
Place. I have to find the other one. I had another one.
Is this a snooker table?
No, that has mushrooms on it.
Oh, yeah. They always gave those away all the time. PJ, good to see you. They always gave those away on Price is Right. A snooker table.
Yeah, does anybody play? I don't even know how to play snooker, actually. And that's true. I used to tell Emily that, like, because she, I don't know, a few years ago took her first flight out of Syracuse back to Myrtle Beach. And I said, you have a much higher, I think, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that you have a higher, it's a higher potential to get struck by lightning than it is to be involved in a plane crash. What'd you change it to, Carol? She figured it out, by the way.
Carol's hot quilting action. Carol's quilting. Hopefully you had a good name, because I don't think they allow you to change it for a while once you pick the name.
Sitting for an hour, they finally have laws against that they can't. I think it's up to an hour on the tarmac, and that's it. And then you get to get off, I believe.
Snooker tables don't have pockets. Then how do you know when you win?
Oh, I didn't walk across. I didn't walk across the stage for graduation because, oh, look at that shot. Yeah, somebody knows what they're doing. Damn, somebody spends some time in the bar. Because I went down and played a lot of 9-ball at the pool hall rather than go to school in my.
Oh, is there a pool table at the wedding?
Oh, I wish. The house is big enough to have one, that's for sure. I wish they did have one. Can we rent one? Somebody text Emily and ask if we can rent a pool table.
Look at this.
Well, that's fancy. I've never seen anybody do that with the extra carpet. That's
is that
interesting.
Knox? I couldn't tell by the hair. I thought it was Knox for a second. That bald spot.
Yeah, why are these balls? What do they play? I don't even know what they're playing right now.
Okay, so they must be playing like that's why that guy was shooting in the 8-ball. He was whites.
Right.
So somebody's reds, somebody's whites. I'm guessing there's no numbers on them, so no sequence.
Yeah. So I guess it's just
like 8-ball, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I guess that'd be the same. Bumper pool would be kind of the same thing, Keith, as like I think what are the snooker table, the little mushrooms, I think.
Doesn't that ball look small? This guy got small balls on this table?
I had another one on.
Creed, would you say these are small balls?
I don't think so.
The 8-ball looks bigger, but it might be because it's black and white.
Here's a thing of the past is they used to have rigged pool tables at the fair.
I remember that.
Yeah, and you had to do you had to get in so many. I don't remember what the thing was, but
I had a criminal cousin who used to back this guy. He was the backer for his pool playing dude. They would go around the country playing pool, and nice. He would he kept like $50,000 in cash in his trunk so they could bet at these different little pool halls and stuff. It was kind of like The Color of Money. Remember that movie? The Hustler, the earlier version of The Color of Money. But yeah, they'd go around hustling people for money. And I'm like, wow, that sounds dangerous as hell. I've seen enough movies. I know they go around beating people's asses for that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely. So the one we used to have this Keno board. So at the end of it, like the last third was this wooden Keno board where you would shoot your balls up into I can't say that any other way that isn't dirty, into these holes. And there would be each ball that went into that hole, there was I guess like a multiplier with the ball that you shot into there. And, you bet on money that way, which was a pretty neat one.
Oh, this guy's got a glove.
Oh yeah, this is a certified badass. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at their names. Their names alone scream Russian mafia.
Good point.
Well, he just did a Mikey shot. He didn't hit a damn thing. So this guy's gonna get ball in hand, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell what ball that is. It looks like it's
That's
yellow.
The 9.
Maybe. Or is that a 9?
Yeah, it's the 9.
Okay.
So I don't know why he would be going for that.
He's got ball in hand. He's calling his pocket.
I don't understand.
I think he called that pocket back there. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, Pamela, I know if we had the main channel up, we probably would have done a little bit more with that during that time. Now it's just a bunch of, not really a whole lot going on. Little updates here and there.
I just got done watching and they were saying how interest in it has waned so much that, it won't be long before there'll be literally no coverage.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a manhunt at this point. It's not like you have a lot of different. However, the FBI who raided the dude on the trail that was somewhat of a lookalike, man, that whole, have you heard anything about that story?
I have not heard any.
Oh, it's pretty crazy. I wonder if I can find a quick, you know what, if you got a video, let's jump to that. I'll see if I can find a news report about them. The dude was camping. It's pretty crazy.
Well, Creed, the holiday season is upon us. Halloween is here.
Yes.
And I figure we need as much safety as humanly possible for all you guys trick-or-treating this year. Yeah. Puffs of smoke, and here we go.
Sounds like some porn music. I know that.
mean, it's relevant for the air. Those are some nice masks. Frankenstein. Oh, second edition Creed of Halloween Safety
wow.
because too many kids got killed on the first edition. So
2.0.
got to get her done. Got to figure it out. Ah, yes. Who doesn't remember being Casper the Friendly Ghost or Creed in the toboggan there?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it? Especially for me.
It's just this Creed.
You can see why if you know who I am. Look up
Satan?
a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, I thought he was the
Halloween
stuffed
time
guy.
every year, I sit up here and
getting
watch everybody
excited.
go by.
It's a
It's
talking
a nice
pumpkin.
and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks.
Where do you
and
think all
makeup.
that smoke comes from?
About how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween. Those kinds of things scare me
Like
too,
overdoses.
but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
Corey, have you got that pumpkin ready yet?
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Weighs 50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Corey,
Okay.
Come here and set it
putting
down.
out the pumpkin.
Get the paper
Gonna be
straightened
lots
out.
of action here.
How's that?
That's fine. Have you decided what kind of face you're going to make on it yet?
Oh, who keeps a giant butcher knife in
Now,
the
a
drawer
pumpkin's
like
not
that?
easy to carve. I know that. You need the proper tools. But first, you
Yeah,
have
you
to
need
draw
to
a face
store
that
them
you can
properly
carve.
either. That's on 3.0.
Corey's doing that.
Don't get it.
That's a nice
Use
pumpkin
this
face.
toxic black marker, please.
Yes.
Cut the top off.
Get high as hell, Corey. Get
Then you
high
cut the
as hell.
top off so you can scoop out the insides.
I hope that's
It
Corey's
takes a
dad.
sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right.
Cutting straight towards
I'm
his
glad that
hand, by the
Corey's
way. Did
father
you
is
notice
helping
that?
her. It's much
Isn't
safer
that
that way.
Titans,
mention.
former Titans quarterback
Eager to get
Steve
inside.
McNair?
Go ahead and pull that off.
Oh, Carol.
It's
You
full
ever
of
seen the inside a
candy.
pumpkin before?
Yeah.
It was
Not that way.
hysterical.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Let's start cleaning it out.
Double F,
Getting
good to
my
see you, bud.
inside scooped out
Nice
tickles me.
car.
It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin.
What a pervert.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
That's
far, it's
tickling.
been fun.
Look at her hands.
But
Oh,
look
my
at
God.
Corey's
Use
hand.
gloves, girl.
Kind of gooey, isn't it?
It's all under
Corey
her
is going to carve
fingernail.
the face with a
Yeah.
small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her?
Yeah, straight
yeah.
into his wrist, how
I
he was
hope Corey
cutting
will do
earlier.
the safe thing.
Let's hope so. Oh, great. Water conservation commercial coming up.
Wow. Cool paper towel.
Good, that's a lot.
Those
better.
are nice. Those are like
A
Yeah.
clean, dry
Brawny
hand
Jr.
can hold a knife safely
They
and
got
cut
some
with
money.
it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
Creed, did y'all carve a pumpkin yet
Make
for
sure
this
there's
year?
an adult or someone a lot older than
Got
you
your pumpkin
God,
who
carved?
can
Gotta be
help you if you
bridles.
need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin.
I like it when
I'm
people
glad
leave
Corey
them
isn't going to
outside
spoil her
till
Halloween fun.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, of
Carve
course.
carefully.
And they're like,
That's one way to have a
Uh,
Halloween that's fun.
We got to get a
and
bunch
safe.
for the wedding, I guess.
But what
Oh.
about
Really?
having a candle burning inside your pumpkin?
man, you got a
Well,
lot
I'm
to
sitting
do.
on brick,
Oh, there's
but a candle
you
and
have
a
no
pumpkin on a wooden
You-
porch
you have no
might
idea.
not be safe at all.
no idea.
A flashlight could be a lot safer then.
A-
But it's
a
best
whole
to stay away
flashlight
from
inside
lighted
of a
candles
pumpkin?
that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why.
You know
Well,
what
not
it is.
everybody
why.
carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there.
Corey's neighbors.
Do you see what I see?
I do
That
not.
robot is
psychopath?
Jeremy in his costume.
Jeremy can't even move his legs.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Isn't that the robot
Well, it may
from
look great from the outside. but from the
that
inside,
episode of
things don't
South
look
Park
very good at all.
where Cartman is
Jeremy
a robot?
can't see very well with his robot head on.
I'm pretty
And I
sure
don't
it
think
is.
the rest of his costume lets him
I
walk.
That's
think
how he
you're
says
great,
robot.
Butters.
He can't bend his knees.
How are you going to walk?
He can't bend his knees, so he will be pushed down several times this year. Yeah, God.
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance.
Poor Jeremy.
If Jeremy
Jeremy's
went out like that,
Used up
he might
like
keep losing his balance all
$800
the
worth of
time.
aluminum foil.
He might fall down just anywhere, and probably
They didn't have a
everywhere.
Dollar Tree back then.
Sidewalks hurt you. when
That's
you
the
fall
good
on them.
stuff. Look how
And
thick
so
that
do
is.
streets. and streets are especially
Yeah, it was damn
dangerous
near
to fall
metal.
down on.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun.
Joke's on us. Jeremy wears
There,
leg
that's
braces.
better. A costume shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume.
Oh yeah, it looks
And
like
you have to be able
garbage.
to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better.
Jessica.
Jeremy can see well now and
Sweet
move
mullet,
safely in his
Jessica.
costume too.
Now I'm gonna try my
Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
It's store-bought. What do you expect?
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask? Makeup can be just as good. And
Yes.
it's always just the right size.
Mother looked like a bitch, didn't
Just
she?
don't get it in
Yeah,
your
she walked
eyes.
in there like, I spent $5 on that costume.
If
and
you're
you
not too
can't
good at putting
see
on
it."
makeup, get an adult to help you.
What child
Make
is
sure
good
your
at putting
mask
on makeup,
and
by the way?
costume let you see well and walk
Are
well,
they good? Like
and
when
they
you
won't
roast
spoil
or
your
season
fun
them or
on
something?
Halloween.
I've never.
Of course, the reason you
eaten
get all
pumpkin
dressed up at
seeds.
Halloween is so you can
Ever.
have fun going trick or
Oh
treating.
my gosh.
Grrr.
Grrr.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
like to
crazy.
see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I always hope they don't forget
Awesome-o,
all they know
that's
about
it.
crossing streets
Awesome-o, yes.
safely. I hope you
I
don't
am
either.
awesome-o.
That's especially important when drivers can't see you well. And for you to see the cars well, it's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross. Even though it may not be night
Permanent
yet,
marker on that
it's
kid's
dark
face.
enough to make things outdoors hard to see. You and the cars. It makes me
You
so
and
happy
the
when I
cars
see
and
children
no
look to their
parents.
left for cars, then right for cars.
Could you ever wear one of
Then left
those
again
costumes
before
that's
they
like
cross.
plastic and the mask is like that?
You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on
Yeah, I'm
Halloween,
pretty sure that
and
crack, if you
especially
even touch it.
because it's dark.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember
It's
what it
safest
was?
not to cross between parked cars.
I don't remember.
That can be very dangerous.
I was
And
Batman.
don't cut across yards or empty lots.
I'd have to
When
ask
it's
Mama.
dark, you can't see what's there.
My God, are there a bunch of drunks in the
Remembering
neighborhood?
safety
Why are there so many
rules is
broken
very
bottles?
important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark.
Yes, tell
You'll
us.
see
more.
right away.
Guns, knives, what?
Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now.
A vicious
The people who
dog.
live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
Oh no, don't do that. Let's not do that.
Picture for a treat too. Everybody smile.
Times have changed, my friend.
That-
Oh,
Now you'll see
whoa.
what there is about
The
their
guy
house.
fits the
Yeah,
bill,
Makes it
doesn't he? With
easier
the
for
Yeah, he
you
Polaroid.
to see them when it's dark.
Let's see him.
Do you
I
see
need
how
to see
easy
this
it
guy.
is to see the bright colors in the costumes?
I need to know if he's in my
Bright colors
neighborhood.
are
That kid
easier
looks
to see at
shocked
night
there in
than
the
dark
middle.
colors are.
Yeah, like
But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash.
Uh-huh.
That's how those parts will look
Okay.
when car headlights shine on them.
oh, okay.
Those are just pieces
Two
of special
pit bulls.
tape
Oh my
that
goodness.
reflect light very well.
Haley, if you go to the
can
right
put
house
tape
and
like
knock
that
on the
on your
right door, they'll
costume
give you them for
And on your
Halloween.
trick-or-treat bag.
Yeah, hand those
Some
out.
costumes already have reflecting material
That's
on
good,
them.
though.
Look at the cowboy in the back.
Making your costume and your bag
Yeehaw,
easy to
partner.
see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is,
Thank you,
the more
creepy
fun
man
it
that took
is
our picture.
for you and for me. That's what I
After
think.
it lands, yeah.
But some people have a strange idea of fun.
wonder what that guy's doing in the bathroom right now.
They think it's
Right
fun
there,
to
that's
mess
what he
up
was
other
doing.
people's things with paint.
Shaking it up.
They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined.
Oh, a little bit of mischief is what you're saying. I like
And
it.
some people think it's fun.
Here's
to
some
throw
candy,
things at
kid. Let me
cars,
take a
houses, and
Polaroid
buildings.
of it.
You want a big candy boss?
But the people
Smile,
whose things they're
me a
messing
big
up
light.
don't. I don't either. It isn't fun to spoil
This is
other
what happens.
people's
This guy's
things
gonna
and make
beat the
them
shit out,
unhappy.
crap
He's
out
about
of
to
his kids.
slap,
people
the,
even
he's
think
about to
it's fun
slap
to-
that little boy.
Smash pumpkins.
You don't want your picture taken, boy?
Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all
Oh
the people who
no,
work
that
so
guy's a
hard
friend
carving
of
pumpkins,
mine.
and especially not for us pumpkins.
Oh, is he smashing a pumpkin? Is that a Ring doorbell from the 70s?
Wow,
It could have been.
that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too. And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun.
You know, the
but there
whole
are some
thing about
things you should
razor
remember to help
blades
keep it fun.
is a
One thing is
wives'
to
tale,
always go out with friends
not a real
and
thing.
have an adult come
That's
along
scary,
too.
though,
Don't ever trick-or-treat alone.
when you think about it.
I remember getting pennies.
And if
Unwrapped.
someone you don't know very
What
well
you do,
invites
kick him in the
in,
balls and run away?
Would you like to come in? I have more
That's terrible
pizza
candy.
tonight.
Oh, that's like
Taffy.
That's right.
Or that
Say,
those peanut butter one. I like those peanut butter ones though.
and don't
You know what I'm
eat the
talking
treats while
about?
you're
They're
collecting.
like wrapped in the orange or the
Stay
black.
in your own neighborhood. Don't
Would you
get
like
too
to
far
come
from
inside
home.
and get some more candy,
Don't
little
worry,
boy?
you'll collect enough treats.
You like Twix and M&Ms?
If you don't want this toffee, come
People are
inside.
expecting you.
Wow,
And even if
that's
you
a
don't stop
that's a
at
2 for
houses with no
Tuesday
outside
Halloween
lights on,
hit there. You
which
see that?
shouldn't,
Yeah.
you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween. Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark.
Now the premiere of
That's when
Canada.
flashlights are an especially good idea. To help you watch
Who's
out for
Anthem?
places
You
you
ain't
might
kidding,
fall.
right?
Those are
Stumble
great
over if you
flashlights.
didn't
You
see
can
them.
see like just
But
the
remember,
circle of light.
don't shine those flashlights in
Listen, you can
anybody's
still get
eyes,
those at the Dollar Tree without
especially a
all they
driver's
shine
eyes.
too.
That could be dangerous. It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween. Just look how easy it is to see those children when they cross.
Yeah,
They
why are
wouldn't
they
want an
crossing such a
accident to spoil their
busy
Halloween fun.
intersection?
I wouldn't want that to happen
The
either.
good candy is.
Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for
Ooh,
them to head for
Corey,
home.
and Jessica, and Jamie.
But what
Look
do you do
at
with
the
all the treats
spread.
you collected? A
Did I
lot
say
of them are
puffy
things to eat, of
stickers?
course, but you don't
Milk
eat them all.
duds, apples.
At least not right away.
Oh,
That's for sure.
what a terrible take.
And
Yeah.
there might be some you won't want to eat at all.
I know mine six. Remind
Get
me,
a
I
grown-up
will
to help you
answer that
decide.
after.
Or at least someone a lot older than you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats.
Oh, really?
Watch out
Go
for candy
on.
wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There might be things in the candy. So break open candy bars before you eat
Bake
them.
me off a piece of that Kit
Cut
Kat
fruit
bar.
into pieces before you eat
Loose
them,
candy corn.
just in case something's been stuck in it.
Throw.
Watch out
Throw-
for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs, even poison.
What neighborhood are you in? That
Don't
you're
eat
grab
anything that
those
doesn't
and
look right.
Sell them
If it looks
immediately
funny,
to other children.
Might not
I thought
be
that
so
was an
funny
ice
if you ate
cream
it.
sandwich at first.
No, I
I'm
guess
like,
it's
Treats are
old
so
chocolate.
much fun to collect. It'd be
Oh,
awful
wow,
to have
that's
them
a lot.
spoil your Halloween
If we
fun.
get
Are
100
those,
Make you
million-
sick.
Were those single
Corey's treats won't make
Twizzlers?
her sick,
I
and
think
I hope
so.
yours won't make you sick either. I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween.
Well, that'd be nice.
Halloween can be a scary time,
Absolutely.
not because of witches
Terrifying.
or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun. Just remember these few important things I've told you.
You got
about.
lucky you were able to be Paul
Carve your
Stanley.
pumpkin
My sisters
carefully.
dressed me up as Peter Chris, so
Make sure that you can
they
see,
hated me, obviously.
and make sure people can see you.
In
Remember all
photos
your
that they'll
safety
enjoy
rules,
later when you're
And
gone.
take off your mask when you cross the street.
Elvira, ooh, stat.
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood,
Tic Tac.
and
Or
don't
was it
keep
just
any
a-
treats that don't look right.
I thought it was a Motrin.
If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right?
Like
Right.
dying.
Oh, like ghosts trying to touch you in places you shouldn't be.
Is that ghost got a camera? I'd watch out. He's blowing them.
Blowing the candlestick there. Well, that's fantastic. Hey, nothing happening here. This is in Washington, D.C., a Russian, some high up, a very nice area, by the way, from what I understand.
Look
And
at
this
that
is a
building.
Raid by the FBI. That's his house.
Well,
It's
he's
his house.
doing pretty well for himself.
I remember one great costume that I had. Now they're plentiful. They're plentiful now, but you got to think back when I was in high school, and it was one of those where you're standing and there was like an old lady. It looked like I was on the. It looked like an old hunchback lady was
Mhm.
walking, and I was the baby.
I
It
remember
was
that.
we probably
Was
have
it-
a picture somewhere.
Do you remember when they had the 1 or 2 years where it was a trend where these were like inflatable heads, and you'd
Mhm.
attach them to your head, and it had this big inflatable head on top of
Yeah.
your head, like
Yeah,
an
I
alien
remember
or
that.
something?
It's like the first incarnation of like the big dinosaurs now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is this are these like the people that didn't do very well on the FBI entrance test? They get to stand at the gate lollygagging, doing
Pretty
nothing?
much, yeah. Well, they have cameras all over them. No, that was for a contest. I remember every year in the gym at our high school, they had pretty good prizes too.
Wow.
We We were busy out throwing bologna on vehicles and toilet paper. Oh, and shaving cream, which was great. Shaving cream on wood, by the way, stains. You might as well just use spray paint.
Wouldn't it take the paint off a car too?
A bologna will, yeah. I don't know. Shaving cream does, probably. Carol says, did you get my email with the house for sale?
Yeah, I got it, Carol. Thank you.
Hello, Virginia. Great to see you.
If I don't reply to you, that means I got it.
I said how that works?
Yes. You hear from me, means I didn't get it.
You should use what a lot of people use as luggage. Just black, black garbage bags will do the work. But yeah, pillowcases are always good.
Pillowcases are damn good. I always hated having that one bag that would always rip every time.
Can you take the toilet paper and you go to the trees? Throw it up in the trees.
What is all this wasting of toilet paper you speak of, Kansas?
Yeah.
How dare ye?
How dare you?
But yeah, Halloween's a fun time of year. You definitely have to be safe. But the whole myth about people putting poison and things like that in kids as candy all stem from a case where a guy poisoned and killed his own son for insurance money by saying that someone had poisoned his candy they had just picked up on Halloween, but really it was the dad had done that.
Oh, wow.
Intentionally in order to try and collect insurance money. So it's really, there's really no proven cases of it. But after that, people went on like, oh my God, people are poisoning candy. You got to be careful. And it just grew from there. And it went on where people believed that kind of stuff happened.
Howard, look, we're in the Hamptons. Driving onto the fair.
Who doesn't love being on the Hamptons?
Oh, here it is. Pamela, look at you coming through.
Look at Pamela.
The FBI is conducting law enforcement activity in the Washington, D.C. home of a Russian something, an ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, according to an FBI spokesman. CNN's Ellie Honig reported.
Oligarch. Look, I see. Creed, have you started watching Squid Game?
Absolutely
movie?
not. The only one that I have ever watched when the world gets cray about something was Tiger King, and that was it. Was that what it's called? Yeah, that was it. I don't get on these trendy things ever. I don't know why. I just it sounds stupid to me, anyways.
I wanted to see what all the hype was about. And I start watching it, and it's not in English, so I get 2 minutes into it and cut it off.
Oh, I watched.
There's nothing I want to watch so bad that I'm gonna read subtitles.
Narcos. I started watching that, and I'm not going to sit there and read all of that the entire time if the whole thing's in a different. I just can't do it. People I know don't care. I know this squid thing is fantastic. I'll stick with the old Squidbillies. And
if you watch something good that's got to do with squid,
that's right, Squidbillies, and that'll do it for me.
That water looks a little rough out there to be crossing with on a barge like that, don't you think? I mean, it looks a little
especially
rough.
with big machinery, like that as well.
We're at half mass. Did something
Yeah,
happen? I don't remember.
You and the rest of the world say that. I don't know. I just in here. This goes along with a lot of things like movies that everybody else just loves. I typically hate. I don't know. I'm weird.
6, is that true? You can make it into English where they'll speak English.
Oh, can you?
No reading? Are you sure about that? Because look, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it to you guys. You're gonna think differently of me here in a second. I'm gonna shatter the illusion. I do not pay for Netflix.
Yeah,
I watch it on other services, and I guess maybe I'll just have to dig until I find one where somebody's speaking the English. I would like to see. Oh, we're full, Creed.
we are. Are we out? Yep, we're gone.
Here's the thing, Tiger King. I went into I think it was Suncoast, and there's an entire wall of nothing but Tiger King stuff. Cereal, drinks, blankets, you name it. If they could slap a face on it.
What is Suncoast? What is that? I thought
It's
it
a
was a
video
Mitsubishi.
store.
It's
Suncoast
what?
Video. Suncoast Video,
Oh,
where they sell like DVDs, those things people
Yeah, I
don't buy
gotcha.
anymore. And shot skis, of different things. And I'm wondering, does that money go to the Tiger King or Carol Baskin?
Carol, I would imagine. I bet you Carol's got that locked up. There goes the ferry.
Ferry, full ferry. Oh,
Ferry.
it's drifting sideways, Creed. The wind is
Sure
catching
is.
it. For God's sake, I hope they make it. Safe travels, my friend.
Yes, enjoy that. Is there only one ferry? I guess so.
Maybe they're building another spot right there that they're working on.
Looks
Double
cold there,
down.
doesn't it?
It really does. It looks like a very abrasive wind. I don't trust it at all.
Virginia says, "I watch I."
I watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a weird moment. Now, so I got to tell you this. You guys will laugh about this. I think it was my mother that implanted this into my brain. So at the condos,
Look how
where I
that
used
thing's
to live
sideways, Creed.
in Myrtle. Oh, I know. It's kind of like it's going sideways the whole way because I guess the current's pushing it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, driving upstream is not easy when it looks like you got that much current happening. Oh, plus you got a lot of weight. Anyways, I would always have my lights off. And obviously I was at home, and same here, I would always do that too. And then, but I think it was my mother that made the joke about that they probably all think you can't, give out candy at that point. I said, "Oh, don't say that." Jesus
That's that
Christ.
one house with that one guy that can't have kids within 50
But here,
yards
like,
of his
we've got
house.
a lot of kids in the neighborhood and stuff. And the first year that we moved in, it was very awkward because Emily had to work 2 years in a row, so we never gave out candy. But the thing is the first 2 years that we lived here. Oh, here comes the other one, Mikey.
Yeah,
So
we're
they're
going to
just
double down.
switching. So the whole yard house is decorated in Halloween all the way until Halloween night, and then everything is shut off and lights off and TV going in the house. And so
Look, man, I had kids coming up. We would hand out candy. We typically would get a little over 100 kids come through. And we ran out. We would cut off the porch light and go inside. That did not stop kids from coming in
still knocking. Yeah.
beating on my door. And I opened the door. I'm like, we're out. And they'd get
Sorry.
so mad.
I said, sorry. We had the good stuff.
Yeah, it's like trick-or-treating was over at 8 o'clock, and it'd be like 8:45, and they're showing up at my house beating on the door. I'm trying to relax in my underwear.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if number 2 does any good or not. That. And would Tiger King have been what it was if it wasn't released? Look at those guys riding the, you see them on the plank there of the crane? Oh, that's
swinging.
Would Tiger King have been what it was if it wasn't perfect timing of America going on a lockdown?
I mean, it was the perfect timing.
It was.
I mean, that played a massive part of
Yeah, I think so too.
Look, is that inside of Loud Elvis's car? Look at all that neon he had in there.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah. He's got all those LED lights and stuff in there. Look at it's all lit up.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
There's like custom seats too.
God, if only you could see the inside of my Tahoe.
Envious you would be.
Mom and Dad would go out in the driveway with a fog machine, have a giant bowl of Costco candy, and it had gotten so expensive they just stopped. It was too much. Too many people.
Well, my problem is my wife always wants to buy like the good candy. We can't just get like the kitty mix or whatever they call it, where it's a bunch of little this and that. Big, giant, 300 candy bars here, 300 suckers. And she always gives them like 3 and 4 pieces of candy. I'm like, man, you're killing us over here. killing us.
Googling it right now, Ralph. Happy birthday, by the way.
Raffle.
Let's see. Fares effective as of October 1st, 2017. Apparently has not gone up since then. An adult single trip, it says $2.
What?
No.
What about a car?
Yeah. Car ferry. Let me put in car ferry. That doesn't sound right. It's got to be more than that, right?
Yeah. $2.
No, it's still coming up. Max is $4, it says.
They couldn't keep the damn thing open for $4. Unless they get some sort of subsidies from the state.
I wonder what this ferry is. Shelter Island. Let me put in Shelter Island.
Okay, Loud Elvis. Loud Elvis said that it's a customer's car. I built the console and did the stereo. People still install stereos? I had no idea.
Nice.
No
one way. Okay, so one-way pedestrian fare on this ferry is $2. Same day round trip, you give them an extra $1, they let you come back. $3. A single day vehicle included tickets, one-way fare, car and driver or pickup truck, $15 make you holla.
There we go.
Motorcycle 8, bicycle 4, per passenger 2. Same day round trip though, only $20.
Oh, what are we gonna charge this guy?
This dude paying way more.
Yeah, he has to. He's gonna take up half of the damn thing.
The vehicle. Oh my God, a cement truck?
Is that going on there? No way.
Yeah, it is. How much?
No way.
Car and driver or pickup truck to 22 feet in length is $15. I don't know if that.
That's a little longer, I would guess.
But they have commuter passes. You have a 5-day pass for $27. That does not include weekends. 6-day pass, $33.
I would not want to be on that one. I'd feel like that was going to be the one that sank.
I bet you it'll be just the equipment. That would be crazy.
I mean, can you imagine if you're doing this kind of work, what part of your day is spent just getting back and forth on that to bring things over that you need?
Oh, yeah. I'd imagine. Laura, so that's another one that was so popular for quite a while, but now see, I'm into that. I'm into that murder mystery stuff. Thanks to that chapter. Hey, it's Mike. And so I'm into watching that, which is crazy to me. I never thought in a million years I could care, but he started that all for me anyways.
Yeah.
And I've actually watched other ones. Well, they better get moving because the other ferry is pretty close.
Okay, so this ferry, she says, Pamela says this ferry is from Cape Cod to Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
One way for a car, $55 to $100, under 17 feet.
No, this one says this one is South Ferry Shelter Island. That's the one I just looked up, I think. All right, maybe you're right. That cement truck.
Look at all these other cars coming on. Are we taking into account the weight of his load?
Oh, you're right. I didn't get the. Oh, okay. I didn't put. I just put in Shelter Island. I put in South Ferry. So these
you gotta be rich to use this ferry.
Multi-day tickets are $30. Commuter passes. Let me see.
Yeah, that chapter is great. I love him saying, "Let's give it a go." Let's give it a go.
And it's always setting you up and you know that this is going to take a turn for the worse. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I told you I tried to get him on the show one time, right?
Yeah. Can you imagine the money that dude makes? I just can't imagine. Listen, I'll BRB. If you got another video, feel free to roll it.
Sure, we're gonna roll it.
I'll be back in a moment.
Back in a moment, Creed. But here we go. Some more safety tips, guys. I mean, I don't think we could emphasize Halloween safety enough. Don't now, don't now, don't Nah, this was way more spooky.
There's
This
one
is scary.
magical, haunted evening each year when all the scary creatures come out to prowl through every neighborhood.
Nancy, you're right there with me. We
But
love
here's
that
the
chapter.
scariest monster of all. Do you know why? This little witch
Because she has
doesn't know it,
herpes.
but she's taking some frightening chances of being hurt. Maybe badly hurt. Her costume is
What?
very, very dangerous. Can you see the things that make it dangerous? What
Are there
about that
knives
mask?
underneath it? What are we talking
She
about
can
here? I'm
hardly see
confused.
through those tiny holes for her eyes. If you were wearing that mask, here's what it would be like. You can see straight in front of you, but unless you
Oof.
happen to turn your head, you wouldn't see that car coming as you start to cross the street.
That was an Oldsmobile and nearly
could be
killed
run
that
over.
kid.
And unless you
Front
look
rear
down,
symmetrics
you
look
can't
so
see that you're
strange.
coming to a curb. Ow, that hurt.
Oh,
It's bad enough to take a tumble
there's
on hard
peanuts in
pavement,
there. Who
but it
gave
would
this
be
kid
even worse to
peanuts?
sprawl out on the street in front of a car coming. Now let's imagine that we're in that car. Can you see her clearly?
Well,
Why
yeah,
not? What is there about her
because
costume
she's
that
wearing
makes
all
it hard
black.
to see
She's
her? As the
she
driver
is
of a
a
car or truck,
witch.
you might not see her until
Fire
it's too
Island's
late.
only $10.
And that's really scary.
Passenger only.
Before we think about some ways that the little witch could see and be
13.
seen better,
Mhm.
let's take another look at her costume. Whoops. Down she
Oh
goes
my
again.
God! This
It
kid's
seems
a
as if she's
glutton for
collecting more
punishment.
bumps and bruises than candy tonight. Let's see if we can help her, shall we? And by helping her, maybe you
Hey,
can
this
learn
kid's
some things
pissed.
that will help you stay safe at Halloween. First, we need to turn back the clock and start this whole evening over again. One of the problems
Wow,
with this
she's doing
costume
perfectly.
is that it's too long. It's too
All right,
easy to trip
get
over
the
a long
scissors
full
out,
skirt.
cut them up. Did this kid go trick or treating at Texas
So we can
Roadhouse?
shorten
Because
the
she had
skirt.
peanuts in
You
there.
should always shorten any skirt, pants, slacks, or cape that is too long or floppy.
Floppy.
Now, the broom. That's a clumsy thing to carry,
Thank you.
and it's something that you're likely to trip over in
Yeah,
the
I
dark.
feel like it's the kid's fault.
It's usually easy to shorten brooms or round off
Kids,
the sharp points of pirate swords and other costume parts that can trip you or scratch
kids
you.
love saws. I mean, I'm telling you.
Cardboard brooms and swords are usually safer than wooden ones,
I have a film.
but it's
Oh yeah,
safest
that's
not to carry anything like that in the first place.
nothing like
Now,
a
what else
paper
might we
broom.
change on this costume to make it safer? What about that color? Remember
All
how
witches are
hard
black.
it was to see the little witch because of her dark costume on a dark
Put a
night?
couple of
We should always
lights
wear
on the
light,
bottom.
bright colors on the street at night so drivers can see us.
I feel like this
What
kid
about
falls
this
down a
color?
lot. Oh
A white
no!
costume makes an unusual, different kind of witch.
Oh
who's more likely
no!
to be
That's
safe on
no,
Halloween
that's
night.
very inappropriate, kid.
A good way to make any costume easier to see at night is to decorate it with reflective
well,
tape or reflective patches.
I don't.
Some costumes come with reflective material
I
already
don't know
attached to the cloth.
about that costume. Something
Here's
is
what it looks
not
like to a car
appropriate.
driver. It's easy to see, even on the darkest night.
That kid should never be alone, Nancy.
And while you're putting reflective tape on the costume, you should also add some of it to the bag
That's.
or container
It
you'll
just seems
use
like an
to carry home
inappropriate
your candy.
costume. It looks like something.
Some special Halloween sacks
I
are
don't
treated
know.
with reflective
Something
material
about
when they're
that
made.
costume.
And it's a good idea to write your name, address, and phone number on the sack, just in case there is
Put
an
your name on
accident.
my sack, so in case you want to come
Now,
and kill my whole
how about
family
the
later.
mask? Any problem with it? Do you remember how hard it was to see out through those little eye holes?
Yeah, cardboard's no
To be
good.
safe at night, you have to be able to see clearly.
Leave it
as
to
well as
Beaver
be seen.
Cleaver.
We can improve the mask by cutting larger holes to look out of.
The White Witch, or is she the White Wizard?
There, that's better. But there is an even safer way.
Your mom,
You
the
can
bitch,
simply
staring
not
you in the
wear a
face.
mask.
Throw
Oh,
it in the
you
trash.
think you need
Times
a
were
mask
different there. They
to
were in bad
disguise
mood.
yourself?
I
Just watch what you
don't
can
know.
do.
I felt like her
With a
costume was
little
very
help from your
inappropriate.
parents and some scraps of cloth or old clothes from around home.
Did they bring in a
An
professional makeup
eyebrow
artist?
pencil, different colors of eyeshadow, rouge,
I have a thyroid problem. Don't bully me.
an old mop or
Bully me,
wig,
you dick.
How
But
dare
feel free
you,
to take a
man.
picture if you got a Polaroid camera around.
Wax teeth, yeah. The cool
maybe some
ghoul.
clay and food coloring,
No,
Did
no
you used to
clay.
eat-
and a
That's
did you eat
dangerous.
other
those
odds and ends.
wax thing?
You'd be surprised what you can turn
Did
yourself
you see the
into.
kid with the beard?
I did.
and
It was
mustache?
great.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Whether you buy a
The dog
costume
is
or
out.
design your own, be sure that it's made of flame-retardant material.
Whoa.
That means
We don't
Did
say
she say
that
the
word
R word?
anymore.
Catch
Yeah,
on
we don't
fire
say that
easily.
word.
Ugh,
How rude. That's awful.
I don't kid her.
Creed, do you think have you ever been to a Halloween party as a kid?
I've been to a few, yeah.
I don't remember being any that weren't the ones my teenage sisters were having that everybody was getting drunk at. Just saying. Just saying. Is she
What happened to the
eating
audio?
waffles? I think I might have turned it down. My fault. Boom.
Keep an eye on the clock. In many places, the
Keep
police
an eye
will
on
be
the
out
clock.
You should trick or treat. Trick or treat only within those times. Neighbors should be ready with treats for you.
I hate when kids
and
trick or treat and
drivers
it's
should
still
be more
sunny
careful to
out.
watch for you during those hours.
Like, what are you doing? Get back in your house. Da, 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 da. Da, da,
Make
da,
sure you carry a flashlight
da,
when you
da,
go.
da.
The light will not only help you see
Be
where
sure
you're
to
going
tell
in the dark,
everyone you're a
it
witch,
will also make it
since
easier
they'll
for
never know
others,
what you
including
are.
drivers, to see you.
I one step away from being really racist, though.
That's what I was thinking the entire
Yeah.
time. I am a witch.
Always travel with a group, not alone. It's safer still to have a parent along to
Good
keep
old
an eye on
groups
things.
of roving
And
kids.
of course, you should always walk. Riding a bicycle at night is always dangerous.
Unless
but
you
it's
have a
even more
DUI,
dangerous
then go
to
for it.
try to ride in a costume at night.
That's all right.
As you go from house to house, stay on the sidewalks as much
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's pretty close.
Gigantic
as possible. You have
hat.
to walk in an area where there are no sidewalks.
Who
Walk as
trick or
far
treats
off
on
the
deserted
roadway as
highways?
possible. Face the traffic.
Call that
That way you can see what's coming.
rural.
Get out of the way
Rural.
if you have to.
Rural.
That's why you go over to
Cross
a
streets
nice
only at brightly lighted corners.
subdivision.
Not in the middle of the block.
These people
Never
not know you can just go to
between marked
Walmart and get one
cars.
for under $10.
When you start
Yeah.
A
across
lot
the
better
street,
quality.
cross quickly, but don't
Who's
run.
that in the front?
Don't
Look
stop in
at
the
it.
middle of the
Did you
street
see
with
that
any
costume
reason.
on that kid? I don't even know what that
Stay
was.
in your own neighborhood when you're trick or treating.
Like he was
Your neighbors are probably
possibly
hoping
Thomas
to see
Jefferson
you
or
in costume on
something.
Halloween. And it's safest to visit
See, and
people
that
you
just
know.
reminds me of that guy from Hollyweird Squares there. Remember
don't know the people very well,
what was his
don't go
name?
into their
Duke.
homes.
No,
Most people enjoy having
What's his
trick or
name?
treaters come to their doors.
KK
There
guy.
are a
Yes.
few people who
Was
will
on.
use
Daniel
trick or treat.
Carver.
That's him. Thank you. Yes, him. Those were some
They might put
amazing
sharp
days,
or
like
hard
live in
objects and
Vegas.
candy and apples.
Wake up, Creedence.
Or they might put something
Wake
on
up,
food or
my
gum
baby.
that could make you sick if you eat it.
Look at the guy at the door with the hat, the creepy old guy with the hat on.
To be
Who wears a
completely
hat inside
safe,
the house?
save your treats until you get home. Then ask your parents to help you check them carefully
Really,
to make
Pamela?
sure that there's nothing in them
I
or
had no
on them
idea.
that could hurt
I
you.
think we should try that out.
Safest treats
Yeah.
are usually
I'll shave
candy or
my,
gum that come in their own wrappers
beard
from
and
the
try it.
factory.
You should do that for the wedding.
Fruit
Let's
should
just
be
shave
washed
everything.
before you eat.
just
Oh, that'd be so weird. And then the first thing I
All
say on the
candy
microphone,
bars
just
and
try to
fruit
look a
should
little
be
younger
sliced
for
into
you,
certain
other
that
family.
There's nothing hard or sharp
A little
inside
younger.
to hurt you.
Dye your facial hair like jet black.
Yes, I can look like a
If you're
guy. I
not
love that
sure
from
whether
Walker.
something is safe or not, don't take any chances. Throw it
Throw
away.
it all away.
But let's
Don't
get
let
back
your
to the
parents steal the good stuff.
I like how
Listen.
back then they were so lazy. It's the second time we've seen where they brought the garbage over next to the like island in the kitchen rather than taking it over and throwing it away. They gave out the bad candy in the nicer neighborhoods where I grew up and the popular streets. It was terrible candy, terrible.
By the way, what'd she say to that man? It must have been really bad. They bleeped it out.
Halloween.
There's what coffee
Where's your
grounds look like.
Christmas money?
Where?
In a blood bank.
Copyright
Yeah,
claims.
candy.
On what, those jokes?
However,
Her.
some practical jokes and pranks aren't so funny. If you should break something, it wouldn't be very funny to the
Uh-oh,
owners
is that the
or
camera
to
guy
your
again?
parents, who might have to pay for it. So keep your jokes funny and harmless.
That's who it was.
Why do you need material when you go up to somebody's house? Make sure you got
Tonight
a
has been a
good
magical
30-minute
night.
set before
We
trick-or-treating.
saw a scary monster changed into a beautiful, happy,
very
popcorn
nice
balls are the
princess.
worst.
Oh, those are terrible
about
too.
you?
Ugh.
Will you follow
I never
the
had
lead of
candied
Little
apples
Princess
though.
and have a safe
mean-
and super Halloween this year?
I mean, a candy apple would be pretty good.
Well, where we at, Creed? Beach Bar in St. John's?
We are. You're absolutely right. How'd you know? Oh, did you read it?
I might have read it.
I just sitting here thinking, is this one of those places that puts that disgusting Carol approved red gold or Cisco inside of the Heinz ketchup bottles?
So
So you got a lot of Heinz there.
yeah, they got those cheapo looking bottles. I don't know if you've ever had the one with the lion's head on it. I'm not sure the brand.
I think that's the red gold, isn't it? Don't they have that? No, I know
Might
what you're
be.
talking about. Wait a minute, Rand.
And it's like, yeah, it's a little interesting, to say the least. Hey, we got 2 thumbs down so far today. We're doing good.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. What brand is that? I need to know now. That has like the lion on it. Exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's very typical. You'd find it in a lot
That's
of...
not Food Lion he's talking about.
No,
Something.
no.
Huh. Ain't that something? I have no idea. Anybody? Anybody? There's Dr. Skip. Good to see you. Another wonderful advantage to living out in upcountry Kauai. None of these useless. I just have to think a piece. Good point. Okay. I can see that. Oh, Jules, any of them that I had when I was younger, I always tried them. They were.
Not good. Not good at all.
All right, now straight popcorn, I get that. Now that's I like that idea. I've got a popcorn machine too. Yeah, Keith Mikey was saying that too. Get a penny, cheap bastard.
Dirty, stinky pennies in there with your candy. I saw that one kid had peanuts in her bag, so that's another slap in the face.
Hunts is disgusting too.
Unless they're boiled.
Is it Hunts? Is it Hunts that you like? Say that right.
Hunts ketchup. I like the Heinz.
Oh, I do too. Nothing like it. Oh, yeah, that doesn't last long.
That's when you go up there, your first one there, and you just empty it.
Yeah, with a "Don't be a dick" sticker on it. Like anybody's going to look at that. I have seen, this is the second time I've seen somebody come up and hit on these 2 girls, by the way. Although he is,
I'm looking.
there's a little extra happening.
Yeah, a little something, something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm looking to see. Yeah, those are probably the 2 best looking girls there. They're alone.
Best looking girls right here. What do you mean?
Oh, well,
What are
I
you
mean,
talking about?
I'm sure that I figured, babes like that were taken.
Does she have tattoo? Does she have a whole sleeve? This woman right here. Look, it's very hard to see. Wait till she moves. Watch right here. I think this woman's got a whole sleeve of tattoos.
She's a badass.
Is this family hangry? This kid looks really like both of them. Just they look just.
Body language is just screaming. They are not happy to be there.
Not at all. Do you think that mom and dad brought them to a bar and restaurant that just doesn't have grilled cheese or their Kraft mac and cheese on the menu, maybe?
Or Creed, perhaps they're embarrassed that they're there with their mom and dad and those 2 hot babes are right behind them.
That's a good point. They were wishing that is dad watching the girls at all, I'm wondering.
I don't know. The one in the hat looks like a fun one. Look at her.
Are you calling her gay?
Chug. I said fun. I didn't say funny. I said fun.
You don't think she's gay? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so.
Is that Red Lion? Is that a brand?
Monarch. It's Monarch. You're right.
Monarch?
I'm pretty certain it is Monarch. Wow, look at
Monarch is like a Cisco, right?
damn. Dr. Skip knows his ketchups. Son of a gun.
Look. Dr. Skip, thank you.
Dr. Skip for the win.
I think it does.
Yeah, those girls, they are really ready for a hell of a good time.
Yep. Yeah, Monarch has the Monarch along the top, and then in the middle is the lion.
That's it.
I'm pretty sure Monarch is like a Cisco, basically.
Possibly.
Take the bolt.
I believe
No.
it. I believe it. Huh?
No, she's got a tattoo, but not like a whole sleeve. This woman down here.
That girl's the fun girl has tattoos too. Oh yeah, she's got tons on her arms. I just seen both arms.
Yeah.
She was a good time at one point.
You want to call the bar and order people drinks sometime? I think that'd be fun.
Can you give the girl in the hat the biggest margarita you got?
Yes. Yeah, like if they had those big like yardstick ones or like a giant fish bowl or something, it would just be funny to do that. Anyways, guys, we got a busy day today on the channel. We appreciate everybody hanging out with you for the Hangout. Coming up next, of course, in an hour is We Gotta Chase. 2 for Tuesday edition. Probably going to be like 6 chases as usual, but it'll forever be 2 for Tuesday. And then coming up at 6 p.m. East, we've got We Gotta Hangout. Not sure if we're going to do the special sleuth / investigative one or not.
Creed misspoke. We have a members only.
What did
hangout.
I say?
A hangout. So members only hangout.
Members only hangout, which will be possibly where we're going to do a little bit of investigating into a little something that's been going on that's very weird that we can't talk about here.
No, only behind paywalls.
Are we going to do that tonight? We probably should, because then Friday,
that's very short. I mean, it's not going to be like it's an entire episode of that.
Yeah, we'll discuss that and then do a little something. And then, of course, Friday we'll do our normal members only. I misspoke. Sorry. Is this guy trying to get a picture of the girls? Hey, the kid just got the cherry out of her drink. That was pretty nice of her. Look, honey, I'm taking a picture of you. Now I'm going to take a real close-up shot of the kids. Hold on just a second. I want to see if he does it. No? Go. My Facebook friends are going to love this picture. You look great, honey.
Wait till I put this up.
I'm going to get 4 likes at least. Why are there orange cones on the bar over there? What up with that? Is that maybe for people that are waiting for food so they know? Maybe they have numbers on them?
Possibly. I would never eat at the bar unless I had to.
If I was alone, I would.
Yeah.
Or if I was sitting there getting tanked and I was hungry.
The tanker.
Story.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. If you haven't liked this video yet, please consider doing so. Your bowl says poison on it. Well,
I have a couple of them that have the hand that comes out. Like when you get your hand there and the hand just, those are pretty cool.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so.
Are you with somebody though, Flusha, or are you alone? Like if you're alone, like I totally get that. But do you like choose to go with somebody and sit at a bar and eat?
They're like, hey, family, let's sit at the bar.
Oh, I think that the state that this is in, that thing does not exist there. I think
it's open air. You can sit anywhere you want.
Poll, Mikey, poll.
Oh, the poll. Yeah. Forgot all about that.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Well, Creed, 63% of you said yes, you feel safe on a plane. 36% of you are like me and do not feel safe on a plane.
I like trains.
Thank you for your participation in today's poll. We'll see you at 4:05 East for Tuesday edition of We Gotta Chase. Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. Always good to see you. So glad to be back on the main channel. And again, members only, 6 o'clock tonight. If you're not a member, you can become one and then join us tonight.
This is as cheap as $3.
And we've got a little investigating to do and to show you guys something weird, something strange that we came across. That's all I can say.
And maybe today, Creed will cross that threshold where we find out who the mystery benefactor is. Maybe.
Oh.
And we'll find out.
Okay.
Until next time. Remember.
Dr. Skip, I think it's in Virginia or the Virgin Islands. Never mind. Virgin Islands, St. John. FYI. Oh, let me get a fart. Sorry.
I love his question.
Work up a fart real quick. Hold on.
I love that question.